Amen. Exodus chapter 23, and if you would find one verse, and that's verse 20. The verse says, "Behold, I send an angel before you to keep you in the way and to bring you into the place which I have prepared." You may be seated. Our principle and our prayer target is simple. Says to get rid of the excess so that you can gain access. Oh, come on and get that in your spirit. Is I've got to get rid of the excess so that I can gain the access. When God took Israel, got ready to take them out of Egypt, he already had a place prepared for them, which was the promised land. And he had already prepared it so that they would be able to access the inheritance of the land. And what he was trying to do, man, Dr. Harvey, by taking them through the wilderness, was that he was trying to help them unlearn Egypt. And you know what unlearning some things is because when they were down in Egypt, they did acquire a lot of stuff and an abundance, but they did it under the rulership of a wicked taskmaster. They had to learn how to work, and they discovered some things, and it ain't nothing worse than folks learning how to do something and discovering something, Minister Tasha, then they feel like they're entitled to it, because the minute they got out of Egypt, they started complaining, talking about Moses should have left them in Egypt with the flesh pots, which was excess, because they were accustomed to having a lot, even if it was under bondage. And I know there are a few people in here that says, yeah, but I'm a Goshenite. But I declare that the people that were in Goshen, because they had to do business in Egypt, took some of the Egyptian mindset back to Goshen. And what God wanted to do was to get them, amen, to leave all of Egypt where it was. I know that you know that in Canaan everything was already there. The big grapes, and the land was inhabited by the Hivites and the Jebusites and the Canaanites. And he said that I'm not going to drive them out too early, but I'm going to give you stuff little by little, lest the land become desolate when you get ready to get over there. But the difference between the abundance in Canaan and the abundance in Egypt was the fact that the abundance in Egypt was what Israel had worked with their hands, but the abundance in Canaan was what God had already spoken with his voice. Tell your neighbor, I got to get rid of the excess so that I can gain the access. It's like moving. You don't realize how much junk you got until you get ready to move from where you are to the next place. And then you'll start to have sentimental memories about the stuff. You ain't used it in the last 20 years, but the minute you see it, you want to hold on to it. Tell your neighbor you got to unlearn Egypt, because when you get to Canaan, it's already full. I want access. I want capacity. Amen. By the hand of God. By the hand of God. Oh, you can catch that word in the atmosphere. Oh, I know you got an Egypt mindset, because I do about some things. So he made me sit down, Sanithia, and start to go through some stuff. He said, you don't need that. You don't need that. I said, yeah, but that was so-and-so. He said, and she died and left it. So you don't need it either. Flesh pots, excess, unnecessary things, unnecessary mindsets, Mama Rose. Can you imagine how much Israel would have messed up the promised land if they'd have gone straight from Egypt to Canaan? They complained the whole way every time something happened. He's trying to get us ready for access. He's got to give us time to work out some mindsets. Get rid of some stuff. Let some thems go. Let some hymns go. Let some hers go. Let some its go. Let some me's go. I want you to get the name of someone in your mind. Hey! Who needs a God intervention at this moment? And then reduce your prayer to one word. Then declare, gotta get rid of the excess so I can gain access.